Yo, what's going on, everybody? And also, how's it going, dudes? And how's it going, everybody? And also, welcome back to another brand new video. And also, welcome back to another brand new video. And once again, folks, that my name is the Sub-Zero Best and Kicking Gaming of Ice. And welcome on back to another brand new video. And also, yeah, so anyway, before we do start the video, by the way, is be sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so you won't miss a single video that comes onto the channel. So if you all have any questions, then be sure to give this video a like and comment, subscribe, the bell to be notified. Now, anyways, I'm definitely going to get to my opinion on EDP45, known as the Cupcake Man, that's wanting to bring little cupcakes for little innocent children. Now, why is that I think it's funny? Well, because whenever I say the word how I find it funny, is by saying this, EDP45, the Cupcake Man, gonna give cupcakes to little innocent children. Like seriously, underrated minors, bruh. That is absolutely disgusting and totally screwed up in the ass. Seriously, it's very screwed up. I mean, again though, this is exactly the point that I'm gonna actually make. I mean, EDP45 was never a threat in any other way possible, but until now, in the present time, just now, that he was totally once more again, as a pedo, once again as more as a pedophile. Now, anyway, if some of you guys are very familiar with EDP45, yeah, I actually did watch Census Society's videos. His videos are the bomb ticking. You know, they're amazing. They're the goat, and they're pretty bit all right. You know, I have no hate against Census. I have no hate against I have no hate against Census Society, which again, if I was corrected or wrong at this point, since again I was trying to actually like get what I was gonna say right now. So yeah, I have to say again that Census Society is actually doing pretty good. I mean, not gonna lie, his videos are absolutely good. And even though that I actually liked how the way he covers a lot of good things, you know, about pretty much Census Society. You know, I like the guy that he pretty much goes after EDP 45 and then pretty much like confirms that he's a pedo and a pedophile. Which I mean, I do see it's actually pretty funny how I actually think about that, since I actually think it's pretty good. Since I do say since the society actually has amount of good credit and amount of good videos that he does, not gonna lie, he actually does very good. And also, I did like the way how Optimus actually came in there and did it too. You know, pretty much went after EDP 45 and all of that. You know, I think I have to still say again that EDP 45 is a total mess up and a total disgrace and more likely a huge total big no-no in my opinion that he would so gone to be. And also, even though again that EDP 45 is still the one that yet to blame, he's still the one to blame. Even though that he's going to try to throw out an innocent card that he's going to throw out, and he's going to say is, "Oh, I did not do anything wrong. I'm totally innocent in my case. I never touch an innocent girl again, and then I would never do all that." Which, seriously, he still did. I mean, how can you forgive a pedophile when they just did it anyway? I mean, it just doesn't make a point. It just really doesn't make sense. Like, really, it doesn't. Which, I mean, seriously, imagine if you being walked home free and we pretty much did it anyway. Like, seriously, how can a pedophile actually be roaming free and around in the streets? Like, seriously, it's just kind of stupid in my belief. It's just very stupid. And also, the only thing I find it more stupid and a little bit more predictable is that pretty much that EDP 45 is a fan of the Eagles, which, again, point taken, I'm going to say is that, well, even though that he's a fan of the Eagles right now, seriously, I mean, bruh, I mean, the only point that he only was literally a fan of the Eagles is just so stupid. The only thing I was only gonna say is that, well, imagine if his Eagles were out of the playoffs. Which I mean, imagine that we're gonna play a pretend game. You know, we're gonna play a pretend game if his Eagles ever went to the Super Bowl, which they already did try to consider going after the other teams exactly, which was pretty much on that Super Bowl on that other day. And also, I was kind of actually happy for my Seahawks to be a bit of in the play, in the in the brackets. I was actually kind of actually okay with it. I was kind of happy for the Seahawks to be in there. I was actually okay with it, even though that they lost to the competitors of the team of the 49ers. Which, seriously, bruh, I never liked how the 49ers just really actually just throwed another ass kicked on the Seahawks. Which, I mean, the Seahawks totally never deserved of getting their butts kicked out of that. Seriously, it just sucked. Which, I mean, I was so going to be happy for them to win, but at this point, the Seahawks need to try a lot more harder to absolutely just dominate and do a lot more better by actually winning more good ways to win the Super Bowl and other times. Which, I mean, the Seahawks could have tried most other good ways in the other few times, but it just never actually went a little bit of the fly. It just never went that close. So anyway, as I still say again that yes, the Seahawks are my favorite team of this NFL. They're my favorite team. The Seahawks are totally my favorite. Like I still said, the Seahawks are just totally my favorite G. Totally my favorite number one, and totally as always as the GOAT. So anyway, as I'm gonna still say, continuing on back with the pedophile, is that yes, I liked how Census Society actually just showed everybody the leaks of the phone number and all the other conversations going in pretty much on against EDP45, which it was amazing how Census Society actually did all of that. He did so well by continuing and continuing until his pretty much his other channels actually disappeared. Just only one thing on YouTube and a few others in the other social medias, which, I mean, a few of the other social medias, the EDP was totally removed and banned, which they were removed and gone, and for most likely good riddance. Which I do say, that was actually pretty good. For once to say that the pedophile actually never deserved to be on any of those other platforms. Which, I mean, the only thing he belongs in is behind bars in jail. That's all what other pedophiles deserve, to be in jail. Even again, that most of them would rather come into their senses and try to pretend to at least be freaking normal. But that's all I'm gonna just say. But there's always an old story for any other time for an old saying. Once the pedophile never comes in and just to say it was on time, just to give them forgiveness for all the reasons, then there's always that kind of old saying to say is that, well, it just doesn't fly. Sorry, it just doesn't fly. It was already too late. Which that train was already, whoop, whoop. It was already it was already late from the train. That's all I would pretty much would say. Now, honestly, I'm only gonna just say that, well, I'm gonna say that since his society actually done a great job, I'm actually wanting to thank him, by the way, that he actually done a great job exposing that guy for most of the times that whenever EDP45 is always inactive, pretty much like talking about like a lot of other stuff, whatever that he always goes along with that. I mean, like there's not gonna be like too many long informations about EDP45 as that won't cover as too much of other reasons as that. I'm only just saying I'm covering a bit like a few of the past lates, a few of the bit of the lates one exactly about pretty much how Census Society actually talked on EDP pretty much a lot. So that's all I have to figure it out. So best to say is that, well, at the end of the day, I hope that pretty much whenever Justice comes on and bangs him on the head on EDP 45, he deserves to go in jail big time, even though that he won't come into his own senses. Which again, though, I'm only going to say this once is that whatever he's going to do, EDP 45 is going to do, then remember, do not follow him or subscribe him or whatever. It still doesn't matter, but pretty much whatever other social media is on, then just totally don't actually interact with him or whatever. But like I still said, he's just completely a bit of a, yeah, what I actually meant. So that's all I would pretty much would know. But anyway, hope you guys actually do enjoy this a little bit of experience about me talking about like another pedophile I was actually considering about of the Mr. Cupcake Man, which again though that's what I was saying. So anyway, that being said, folks, is that it's just pretty much on my take and my reaction that pretty much an EDPD 45 that I would despise on him. So yeah, that's all I would probably would say. But anyway, like I said, I won't talk about most pedophiles. I'm only going to talk about like considering pedophiles. If they're only the other ones that are actually, well, actually a little bit talked about. That's all I'm just going to say. But, considering the fact that sometimes I'm always going to have like a different amount of rules for a lot of reasons. So that's all I would know. Anyway, with that being said, thanks for watching. And without that being said, see you guys in the next video. And once again, see you guys next time. Sign out.